I have something in my eye, and for some reason I cannot find it. It must be really, really small. 'Cause normally, if there's something in my eye, like I'm normally good at like taking it out, but it has been irking my nerves for the past 40 minutes. And this is not only dryness, it's my and it's not my allergies, but it's the my immune system. I still can get out my eye. For a long time, people have used their words in order to take my character, my identity. And keep this bullshit going. Today I got something in the mail that's hopefully going to actually work and be impactful in regards to me seeking justice on my own. I got bitches and niggas, white, black, whomever, I don't fucking care anymore. It's just like telling me stuff about like don't go to the dark side. And it's just, it's a user language. I'll play the video. Because whether it's a black bitch trying to address the situation or a white dusty bitch, anybody, I don't give a fuck anymore. You guys are taking it upon yourself to identify my reaction to this abuse as being on the dark side or as, violence. And whether I don't care how many casualties this takes, if I'm, of course I'm doing this to be successful in it. But like no matter what happens, this is justified. Like, come on now. Like, this is why you guys were such fucking easy marks. Like, you mistook my kindness and my patience for fucking weakness. You did. And some of you guys still laugh at it. But it's just like, how many times have we seen in history where people will literally have marks? Like, that Bible, that book that you like so much? There's there's often a picture of Goliath with his army of men behind him. Pardon me, laughing at David in his slingshot. It ended up killing Goliath and then decapitating him. So y'all really be on some dummy shit. Like, even if you are an atheist or you really don't believe in the Bible, which doesn't, or you don't believe in Christianity or God, which it seems like a lot of you bitches don't, because you abuse the word to be abusive, to be racist, and to also abuse me and make it seem like you're trying to care for me when you don't. You absolutely don't. Because I'm just hearing a whole bunch of dummy shit. And I want to play it. I want to play it from the whites. I want to play it from the blacks because, again, if any of you bitches were here, I would literally spit on you. I swear to God, like you bitches are so so far from reality. And it's very like gung ho on how a lot of people back in the day were being. You're so oblivious to your own actions, and or you're playing a bimbo and you just pretend like you don't care. You don't know exactly how you're acting. There was a guy on Twitter who clapped back at this black avatar on well it's not called, is it called Twitter? I don't know. But it was just like on Twitter at this post made, and it wasn't even like a race issue, but somehow the black person decided to make it into a race issue, and the non-black person had said don't pull the race card, and it was just like, and it had got like 2,400 likes compared to that person's 600 something likes, and it was just like, yeah, because it wasn't a race issue. Like, you guys have abused and exhausted that bullshit for such a fucking long time, and even times when you try to make up scenarios that are racist, and it's just like, give up the ghosts. You feel me? Like, you guys have shown your ass multiple times, even to this day, that you guys are racist, that you guys are worse than the counterparts that you sometimes like, point the finger at. It's just like, get up off that. It's equal now. A lot of shit is equal now. You're being compared to by your own fucking hands and your own fucking mouths and your own fucking fingers. It is compared to, you guys are, it's equality. It's not equitable. Like, you're still undervalued and you still don't have many things that, the lighter skinned people do have, but you're still going to be thrown into the mix where you're going to be judged based on, like, they can go ahead and try to, blame it on other things like your character and your identity, while still probably because you're black. But it's like, you spent over a decade, being Nazis, being horrific races, like the American race, like the American racist slave owners. Because there were black ones, there were black slave owners, and there were white slave owners. And you have literally repeated history by acting out as, like some power hungry coon sellouts. Back in the day it was a law, but now it's against the law. And you guys are just so adamant to keep that shit going that you are afraid of change, that you want to be. You want to be fucking slave owners. You want to have possession over a woman and take the benefits that I don't want to give you anymore. Because first off, you didn't ask politely, you didn't ask kindly, and I'm not getting paid for any of this. And you guys have decided to try to take it for yourselves and try to molest me on so many different levels when it comes to abuse. And I want so many of you dead. I really do. But, the fact that a lot of you guys would just live on with the fact that, you guys have fucking tarnished your own reputation as black people, it's not enough, but like, you'll never be forgiven. And that's the thing. That was the wave of today. You guys want forgiveness because you bitches want to be back into my life. And you also want one of your peoples to be back in my life. And I swear, at the moment when it showed its rearing head, that ugly ass narcissist, it was just like, I actually for a moment had envisioned that person showing themselves and me stabbing them in the neck or in the back. It seemed like a fair thing. Because yeah, I won't get into the entire gist because of the whole relationship situation, but I'm really sick and tired of you bitches trying to push a relationship between me and my abuser. Now, they are doing the most with trying to still form a connection with me, and I don't want anything to do with them. Even though they are manipulating information in order to make it seem like I want to have a relationship or I'm still communicating with them, You stupid ass, black stupid ass bitches. I had to say it twice because that's exactly what you fucking are. You cannot comprehend the fact that these people are abusive. You literally have seen them behind the scenes on how they act. So why would you think that any of the shit, the bullshit that they're saying behind my back is going to be legit? Y'all really fucking annoy me. I really fucking do. Because I've been celibate. And I've also have a restraining order against that person. So whenever that person actually reveals themselves, like boom. And the government already knows exactly where this motherfucker lives. So this shit is overdue. But according to you guys, I'm scared. What's this Seven of Pentacles here? Yeah, we got divine timing. Things are coming together as when they should. Patience is needed here. This shit has been over 10 fucking years, but of course you lazy ass black people. A lot of you. Because any few black people that have actually spoken up for me and genuinely wanted my freedom, we're being like, overthrown by just an alarming amount of people who are just so fucking gung-ho on being chaotic, and it's just stressful. Like, you guys are nothing but fucking minuses. I really want you guys to go down in the history books where just like some white person is just burning the 1966 or 7, whatever that fucking book is, in front of y'all faces. Just like Biden does with you guys when it comes to giving money over to Ukraine, acting like, oh yeah, like, they need it though, but we're broke. That's crazy though. You see how that black type of scenario still plays out? They're all about scheming and whatnot like that. So of course Biden's going to be like, we can't we can't support you and cover the finances for, the student loan debt like we had promised. But we're going to go ahead and give this money, these billions of dollars over here to Ukraine because, they need it. They need it. But, supposedly war isn't the answer when it comes to me. Supposedly war isn't the answer when it comes to, actual abuse and slavery. Well, that was literally one of the wars that you guys had in your fucking history books, the Civil War. And you used slaves in order to help free your ass in the Revolutionary War. You are a fucking embarrassment. Just not only the country, but the world, the fucking world. You guys have been united in order to be racist and oppressive in one fucking country. That's what United States is, basically. United States is basically. Earlier today, I saw somebody on a TikTok. She was doing a live and she was giving me a lot of material in order for me to compare that with my previous videos. But she was stating as how she didn't like watching 13 Years of a Slave. And I didn't say anything. I was just observing and recording the live. But she was saying that how she didn't like watching 13 Years of a Slave, but she did like watching Django. And it's just like, of course, it's natural, understandable. Because you bitches like to, consume something horrible and try to end it off with like, a good note, especially since, slavery had a happy ending, considering that, so many people had died. But, at the very end, it was abolished. And the same thing happened with Black people like a year and some change ago, where you were admonishing or like criticizing and chastising HBO Max and Cinemax and all those other streaming channels for having slavery videos. They was like, okay, for Black History Month, we're gonna, show you guys some slavery videos. And you were like, what the fuck? And you guys were really letting them have it. And, not to say that is not something to consider, because yeah, not everybody wants to be reminded day after day or even 1 month out of the fucking year about, how they were mistreated and how they had to live. And I guess the streaming channels were very, perturbed and confused, bewildered, because like you bitches every fucking day try to make my life miserable and chaotic. You love the chaos. Remember, you like oppressing others, but you don't like yourself to be oppressed. You were over here in my business every single fucking day, expecting me to keep on a happy face and to give you Django vibes and not what the real is. And what the real is just that y'all are fucking toxic and y'all are fucking minus and an embarrassment to the fucking Black race. You really are. Don't try to spin this shit on me, because then you started participating and started doing things that made you guys seem like you were Hitler, where you needed to have the pure race. All of a sudden, even an nth of whiteness in you makes you not black. You guys became extremely toxic to the point where you had somebody who I grew up with who's slightly darker than me. Well, no, who's darker than me. But you had her to the point where like she had to pose like she was African. And not that saying African is bad, because literally my now ex best friend, who I had cut off years ago, many years ago, who supposedly said he knew me since like daycare, but we were friends from like grade school into adulthood. Nonetheless, he's African, Nigerian. So it's just like you had this person, like she was such a copycat. She wanted her like her own version of a African best friend. Like she copied it down. And she decided to pose herself as African. I shit you not. I shit you fucking not. And in addition to that, she's with the help of Trenton, New Jersey mayor and the government, she's also changed her address where she grew up on. Another thing that has happened is just like you guys decided to help her with becoming, I guess, like the figure. Where it's like, on the white side with Germans, it's blonde hair and blue eyes. But here, because you guys are colorists, considering that you guys are darker skin, it was just like it was crazy because you guys try to victimize yourself with colorism. But here you are trying to advertise like the darker the skin, the sweeter the berry, which is like no contest. Okay. Just because you had a few people, definitely exhibiting, no, not a few people. Like, let's keep it legit. Like, I realized and I knew myself about colorism. Okay. That didn't stop me from, like, in my Salabo family, I realized and recognized that. But you guys, it's just like with great power comes great responsibility. And you guys were like, fuck that. As soon as you knew that you had the keys to the car, you decided to go fucking hog wild with it. And was like, oh yeah, so like all of a sudden anybody who's lighter than us is against us or something like that. Is not pure. It's just like on some of that shit. Like they didn't like y'all didn't say that shit verbatim, but it was just like on that kind of level where it was just like all of a sudden anybody that's lighter than you guys is just like, weak whack, not really black. And then you were trying to make it seem like, well, how can we be racist and horrible and enslave somebody when literally the person who we're propping up is darker than us? Is darker than her. Is darker than the person that you're enslaving. Is darker than the person that you're mistreating. Is darker than the person who you're trying to save. I viciously want a lot of you bitches to just be like cast off this fucking planet. Like, not even go on any other planet, but it's just like I'm so fucking done with the state of this world. I really fucking am. So that's why I feel full in my power, the right to go ahead and do what I want to do. But I'm really waiting for the space and opportunity. Like, I don't have to be next to you bitches in order to like get exactly who I need to get, or at least to release my fucking frustration, because like you guys are every fucking day and you use that shit talking about some divine timing. Divine is really just a man, a woman, a bitch, and a nigga that are dressed up in clothes, white and black, that has the audacity to try to like start some shit with and think that they're God. These are people who have God complexes. These are also basic ass human beings who think that they can run shit in a matter of slavery and possession and controlling. David is a bitch nigga. Like, let's keep it a buck, okay? The bitch nigga is really putting out, okay? This was a damaged kid who was adopted by a black man, and it shows about exactly how toxic the black family is in a lot of times in a lot of places. But it's just like this nigga is really just a fucking joke. No matter what he tries to say about me, it's just like, okay, then why won't you just move on and let me the fuck go? Why are you over here still trying to like fuck up my life? You feel me? This nigga had the audacity to think that I would want him back after he slept with my now ex best friend and my sister, because we lived next door to a woman whose husband slept with her cousin, who lived actually 2 doors down from where we live. But she moved. It was a long time ago. But it was just like, that is some stupid ass shit. Just because somebody doesn't love themselves enough, and because you hang around people who obviously don't love themselves enough, doesn't mean that you're going to get that same kind of shit from me. Okay, please kill yourself, because definitely I wanted to give you the grace of you going to prison, but you know what? If you really try to bring that fucking energy over here, I will take every little moment I can to kill you my fucking self. I'm so dead ass. I'm so fucking dead ass. I have a fucking knife, and I saw the opportunity to take myself what is it? To register a fucking gun. But before even knowing about, like, the shiesty shit going on in Trenton, New Jersey, like they was fucking around with me, and I was like, okay, that's when I had peeped a little bit of game, but it was just like, no, they had denied me. Lucky for you bitches. Lucky for you bitches. For real, for real. Because honestly, I really do not want to be around a lot of you bitches. So don't ever think that everything is going to be copacetic. And that's why you guys are wasting time talking about something. Oh, well, if you just forgive us, then we can give you money. No, I'm not even going to lie and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to, do that. But I'm not. I'm not. You can literally, like, do you get a fucking forgiveness from the courts after you serve prison? Like, you haven't even served any time yet, and you're over here talking about some forgive you. Please, not even please, just die. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Because I swear on my own fucking life, I will throw a fucking party for each of y'all motherfucking death. Each of y'all motherfucking death. It will bring me so fucking comfort and joy, I swear, in this fucking soul. Y'all was so happy with this whole fucking Django shit. No, now you about to get the whole fucking Amistad and stuff like that, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I hate every single fucking one of you bitches. And that's on a real. That's on a real. It's like calling self-defense going dark. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Dumbass bitch. Using ass bitch. What the fuck do you guys are gonna do when I like no longer want to be like a fucking like, well, I never wanted to be a fucking like image under this dire ass circumstance. I never wanted to be a fucking like help to you bitches. I never wanted to be a fucking help to you bitches. I gave you some fucking tips and stuff like that to assist you, but you're trying to use me as a fucking coal miner bird. Like, no, 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 no. At that point, I was just like, no, 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 no. That's not helping. Helping seems like a crutch with you bitches, and that's what you obviously love for a long fucking ass time. Y'all really love, being a fucking crab in a barrel and just riding on people's coattails, black and white, and a fucking embarrassment. So yeah, no, every single time, every single fucking day, this is literally the disposition that you're gonna get from me. Because it's the disposition that you fucking deserve. Everybody. I don't care who the fuck you are. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, I don't give a fuck. This is what you deserve. And it's not like, yo, I'm telling you, rage will not happen from me until you are fucking killed. And in that fucking moment, I don't want to have my blood on your hands, not because of something where it's just like eerie to me, but because you're fucking diseased, bitch. Don't you have a whole plethora of fucking like Vibe magazine kind of like diseases and shit like that? Like, come on now. Come on now. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want anything to fucking do with you. You a dumbass motherfucking bitch. You played yourself. You really fucking did. The lot of you. And now you're over here on some dummy shit where you're thinking like, oh yeah, well, she's just gonna forgive me. No. When did that happen? When I cut my family off, when did you ever think, which is dumb, stupid ass, that I was gonna be like all gully with the shit? When? When? You really are a dumb, stupid fucking bitch. I don't know how many people that you guys like laid under for you to think that, oh my God, like you're so superior. You will never be like, a lesser. No, bitch, you've always been a lesser. That's why it was so easy to let you the fuck go. Like, you feel me? Like and it's to the point where like you cry the tears, but you cry the tears for your fucking self. Not for them, but for your fucking self. Because of the service that you actually did for people. Because they were fucking minus. Stop it. Stop it. God, when it comes to a moment where it's like, if I happen to see your obituary and stuff like that, like I don't even like you enough to even attend your fucking funeral. I'm just gonna throw my own little fucking party. But like, yeah, I might visit it the next day and just kind of like, throw some fucking ashes on it. No ammonia. But other than that, I would not go to your fucking funeral. I would just throw a party. I probably would go out that night. You want to see me happy? You want to see me do entertainment? Why don't you kill these bitches and watch me get dressed up and have some fun? Want to see a live done? I'll do that. Over 10 years of you guys voyeuring, surveilling me, and right now because you want to keep playing God, or you want and you want to, because isn't deserving. I had no priors. I didn't do anything malicious. I was literally the sound as a pound. Um, fucking. Oh my god, what was her? What is that? What is that chick's name? Oh my god, what was it? I literally, because I liked her back in the day. Um, Dorothy, the blonde-haired lady. I think she was in Aries too. Blonde-haired. Yeah. Mm, Doris, they don't even show it right now, but Doris Day, I think that's her name. Let me look it up. Thank you. Yes, I had Doris Day vibes. Doris Day fucking vibes, authentically and genuinely, and you decided to milk that shit to the point where I really don't want anything to fucking do with you bitches. This is literally the other side that you will see of me. People are just like, oh my god, I'm so surprised. Like, this is the real you. No, no. The real you is what you have seen unbeknownst to me, knowing that I was being fucking recorded. This is the real me when you piss me off and you have literally took my injustice and decided to like prolong it for as long as possible. These are both my sides. Like I showed you before with the white woman, and I think she's either white or Hispanic, but it's just like, what do you fucking expect when you've done the most to somebody's, like, not just human rights, civil rights, human rights, to my life. Right now, I got some ugly ass. I'm telling you, yo, I'm not attracted to this nigga anymore. Been not attracted to this bitch ass nigga anymore. But here you guys go, like with the bullshit. Tell them something. I got an STI, UTI. Like, let's keep it a fucking buck, because if you look back at my history, I've literally kept it a bean about every motherfucking thing. So let's keep it a buck. UTI, and I had bacterial vaginosis. So as loud as can be, I don't give a fuck. It's just like, yo, like, this is what it is. And you want to know how? You want to know how? Because several years ago, I had mentioned, well, no, like, not several years ago, but a few years ago, I had mentioned before that all of a sudden, my skin is starting to like itch, and I'm coming out with like all these welts and stuff on my skin, not just my face. Actually, there's a video where there's a welt on my hand, because it comes out not as like acne, obviously, but it comes out as like these welts on my skin and welts on my cat's skin. And through nature, like, you can't transfer diseases. So it wasn't anything about like this cat had sneezed on me, or my immunity based off. And the only reason why I'm immune is because you guys have weakened me through poisonings and things of that nature. So you were trying to definitely off me and kill me. Why else do you think that? Why do you think that I would ever want to try to be docile or nice or give you guys entertainment and all that other kind of bullshit? Fuck out of here, yo. Like, y'all sound so fucking stupid. Y'all are really embarrassing to fucking civil rights movement, to slavery. I'm just like, yo, y'all just really just showed y'all ass. Generation Z, the millennials, everybody, boomers, yo, fucking done. Y'all just really just showed y'all ass. Okay. So there's a thing called, and I cannot really pronounce it correctly in its entirety, but it's called like staph, basically, like Staphylococcus or aureus. So yeah, Staphylococcus aureus. So it's a bacterium, and you can use it in a form. If you mix it with things, you can actually extract it from things like goat powder and from goat milk and things of that nature. But it's just like, people decided to do the most to me unprovoked. So they were over here going, not only coming to my house though, but they were messing with shit, planting things in my house, and sprinkling. I thought I had mispronounced this. I had said it was a biochemical warfare. I had said it many times, but it's actually, according to this, I want to get this out verbatim. Okay, so using Staphylococcus aureus or any other pathogenic microorganism to intentionally harm or cause discomfort to individuals would be considered bioterrorism or biological warfare. This is illegal. In addition to stalking me with basic ass human people, I mean, it's like basic ass humans who don't have a fucking degree in any type of like judiciary career or a badge in order to help solve a fucking case. But like even then, this is like, yo, 24/7, you're over here talking about like ABC shit that you guys have caused a disruption to. Stupid. This is illegal and morally reprehensible due to the potential for widespread harm, loss of life, and long lasting health and environmental consequences. While certain bacteria can be used for beneficial purposes, such as in medicine, research, and industry, the misuse of such organisms for harmful intentions is strongly condemned and subject to strict legal consequences. So, yeah, when I said I want to kill you bitches, I really meant it. And all that, like, yo, like, it's actions speak louder than words. And it's surprising because if words were this impactful for you guys to do this damage, then wait till you see exactly what I got for you guys. Wait till you fucking see. So you're talking about some patience, then yo, be patient with me when it comes to like this motherfucking shit. When you talk about forgiveness, oh, I want you to go ahead and exhibit forgiveness when I go ahead and do exactly what the fuck it is I need to do in order for my fucking safety and my fucking rights, since you guys don't want to fucking honor it. So in that case, can Staphylococcus aureus also cause UCIs and bacterial vaginosis? Because, and this is what had brought it up to me, because I needed to find out ways in order to combat whatever this is. I knew that as soon I had noticed this when I had was cleaning up and I had touched something, it had immediately broke out my skin. It had turned it white and it was starting to give it like little stuff. And I was just like, yo, this is uncommon because in the literally in over 15 years that I have lived here, I've never received any of this. And this came in addition when people were just doing like an ambulance, just a whole bunch of shit, bam, 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 bam. So I was just like, okay, obviously this is one of the things where they just like turned up the heat. So I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy. So I had washed my hands with like the Dawn soap, like the antibacterial Dawn. Though actually I had washed my hands with just a basic ass like soap, and it was still like slightly itching. Then I had went back and went for like rubbing alcohol, and it helped a little bit, but it was drying it. And so I had washed my hands again where I had touched something else, and it was Dawn. It was the Dawn soap, the antibacterial, the orange kind, in case anybody else falls victim to this shit. And I was like, okay, this is biochemical. And I was like, this is some type of biochemical warfare. And I had misused that term because it's actually, what is it called again? It's bioterrorism, biological warfare. Because I was just like, okay, well, maybe this, I didn't know in its entirety exactly what the fuck this was. So I thought this was maybe like something that was made in a lab. And so that's why I said it was chemical. But in actuality, it was literally, but in actuality, it's a bacterium. So you mix it in with something in order to become like, a substance, a compound. So the thing is just that I cleaned up the place, and the next fucking day, my alarm is fucked up, and my alarm is fucked with, and the cats are fucking itching, and one of them have like something on their eyes, and I'm like, yo, like what the fuck. So I'm over here literally doing my own homeopathy. Thank goodness I grew up on appreciating that shit, but my own homeopathy studies, and was like, okay, like let's try to combat this. And so I've used something temporarily that can help, but I'll still get like some things because they'll still come around sometimes, and they'll sprinkle some shit around the house. Like this is ridiculous. And you guys have also done medical gaslighting, but thankfully before even knowing exactly how horrible and horrendous this was, I had got reports from the veterinarian. And once I had picked up on it, all of a sudden she was just like, "Oh no, it's something like it was medical gaslighting. Definitely, you guys were paying my doctors and my vets because you guys didn't want to be found out. There was like a lot of shit that was going on here. And so it's like, yes, it can be involved in causing urinary tract infections and bacterial vaginosis because it needs to get to any type of, it doesn't need to, it gets to any kind of skin where it can get like, boom, boom, boom. It's the underlying thing, not where it shows like a white head, but like it's underlying, like literally, like it's bad. It's bad. So you guys were trying to sterilize me. You guys were doing the most. And it's only fair for me to take a life for a life because how many decades, well, excuse me, how many years have gone by? And according to my OBGYN, only like one side is good. And yet, I have to be like really careful with, cleaning up more. And back in the day, I used to clean up a lot. Back in the day, I used to clean up a lot, a lot. Like I still have text messages and stuff like that and posts and things of that nature of me. Like, I used to be a serious OCD almost, like clean freak back in the day. So, and even when it had like, stopped, like this has never happened. Only sometimes I would literally see something where like my cats are very in discomfort, or they'll get startled by people from the outside's voices, or my alarms would trip up, or something I would just catch, and I'd be like, okay, look, somebody was in here. The government is so fucking lazy, yo. And people in society are so fucking entitled. They want, it's like, oh, I want the old thing back. And I have recorded this shit where it was just like you guys were over here trying to like tell me some shit as if I'm supposed to be flattered. Like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Really. I'm just so disgusted. I really am. Like, how the fuck do you think I'm, do you know, look, maybe obviously because you guys keep trying to form a relationship or connection between me and my abuser. It's like, ugh, it's disgusting. It's so fucking disgusting. Um, if there's anybody over there who's actually dated somebody, or not even dated somebody, if there's any woman or man that's, or guy with a sister, or maybe you're in your situation, but if there's anybody who's went to a party or a club or just walked down the street or anywhere, and somebody was approaching you or trying to flirt with you and things of that nature, and they happen to be like, oh, I really like you, can I get your number, and you're not attracted to these people at all. You're not attracted, like you will appreciate the comment, but you're not attracted to these people at all. But these people want to come on to you, and then they'll tell you all these superfluous words, and superfluous means just like a lot of cheesy, buttery words, charming words. But they'll tell you all these superfluous words in order to get into, I guess, like your pants, or to have a date with you, and you're just like, no, 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 and then they get upset because they feel entitled to you after they just gave you fucking words. That's what it's like when these bitches start making these fucking titled videos where it's just like their feelings for you. Um, their feelings for you. Who is coming towards you in love? Your soulmate's been flame. They're mad it's you and not them. I am obsessed, sweetheart. I am obsessed with you. You are extremely rich in spirit. Oh, you're my sunshine. Almost personal. How they feel about you right now. Don't give them the satisfaction you deserve to treat yourself. How do women view you and your beauty? The feelings about you now. Their current feelings for you. Falling in love. Oh, what did you do to this person? They're incredibly. This is what's wrong with this person. Like, I give a fuck. Like, I know. A look at love. I wonder why they call you baby. Oh my goodness, this person is losing it about you. They just want you to talk to them about this. This is slavery. Why the fuck would you, like, you guys are such simpletons. Like, yo, you're not chasing them or validating them, and it's driving them crazy. It's a new lover. Oh, that, like, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, this is basically like you guys are pimps, really. You guys remind me of that woman that had helped. That was it. That Maxine Ghislaine. Like, you just seem like pimps, like the adult version for my abuser, and that's sick. That's really fucking sick. And if you guys aren't trying to push him on me, you're trying to push my rapist. who I want nothing, absolutely nothing to do with. Yes. Oh, you bitches are so fucking disgusting and off-putting and embarrassing. I swear to God, it's just so gross. So fucking gross. Be creative. Tap into your creativity. The reason why you guys were so adamant to have us together was really just a self-serving reason in order to keep this shit, this toxic, fake ass, play school, Fisher Price religion continuing. And it's just like, you know what? You could have changed this to something else, try to rebrand it, but without fucking me, without having me in your little messy ass situations. For real, for real. I could have had my justice. I could have been, free to have my money and all that other kind of shit. But y'all just so fucking toxic that y'all want to just kind of trail with me. And it's just like, no, no. And we really got some punk ass, ugly ass people in the office that are just like okay with this shit. So yeah, no, you'll never get that part of me again. You'll never get the access to me where it's just like you're really getting breadcrumbs at any point in time where you're just seeing me do whatever. It's just like the bare fucking minimum. And it seems to be that seems to be y'all go to. Y'all already can't trust people in relationships. Y'all already doing like the fucking least. Y'all already jumping through hoops just to get like a fucking black bitch who's a fucking coon, literally for white people. Literally, she's on her fucking knees, sucking dick, being like, what is it? The Black Venus, doing anything for fucking clout and doing anything for fucking power. And it's really fucking embarrassing on how this is whole in its entirety has fucked up the black race identity. We're supposed to be fighting for something. This is fucking embarrassing. I have wasted so many fucking years just like supporting a group that literally didn't fucking deserve it. I swear to God, this is really fucking embarrassing. This is really fucking embarrassing because y'all was really on some shit to be just like your oppressors and the people who you pointed your fingers at. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so off put it. But yes, hearing somebody tell you to your face or behind your back or something like that, where it's just like, oh, these are my feelings for you. And it's just like you're not offering anything. You're not offering me anything. You bring nothing to the table. Nothing that I want. It's just like, no, 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 I got something. What is this? Wawa sandwiches. They're good though. Like, I don't want that. There's nothing really wrong with Wawa sandwiches, as long as they, not poison me. But it's just like, sweetie, this is a banquet. Okay? Actually, no, no. Seriously, Wawa. Nothing's wrong with your sandwiches as long as you guys don't poison me. And take my food. I've got pictures, so careful. It's just like, I just rather be like, you should be able to accept the rejection and move on your way. If there has been any woman, and I know there's been many, where you put yourself in a situation where you've literally given somebody the polite no, and it's not put yourself in a situation where it was just like, but you said no to somebody, you've turned them down, and they got like hostile. Like that's literally what this is. Like these people aren't getting hostile with me, but there's just like these people don't fucking matter to me. I don't give a fuck about anybody liking me or wanting to be with me or if they admire me or anything of that or if they look up to me. Fuck out of here. I really don't give a fuck. Everything I've been saying is literally because like it's the truth and also because it's justice. I'm not gonna sit over here and talk about the drama and all the other kind of shit because you guys only needed to know the fucking facts. So yeah, this person said some shit about me. That wasn't true. This person did this right here. That wasn't true. This person did this. Maybe you should watch out for it. This person did this. Maybe these are things that you can use in order for you to like not have that kind of friend. Or maybe you can, use this to your advantage by like, immediately cutting somebody out. So go ahead and look at my website or look at my notes or things of that nature. Maybe you can save yourself. Y'all took it to a whole nother fucking level where you thought that you can just watch me and try to surveil me and just use me as a fucking resource for the rest of your life and then try to criticize me. And in every single fucking category, from a life coach, religion, spirituality, politics, basic ass human life, I'm sick of it. I'm so fucking disgusted of it. You will literally see me fall off the face of the earth, but only trying to check in, only momentarily, just because, like, okay, the government hasn't tried to kill me yet. But other than that, like, no, I don't want anything to fucking do with you guys. You're talking about some like entertainment situations as if I still want to be a part of that world. I was doing it at one point in time just to kind of like, it was like giving you guys the medicine, but with sugar. But now it's just like really fuck all y'all because the abuse is still here. You're still stalking me. This is like a human zoo experiment. And me and my cats are still being abused with the bioterrorism. So it's just like, yeah, this is just like an open free game right now. I'm telling you, really fucking telling you, there's no fucking regrets on my side, bitch. No fucking regrets. The whole be creative, tap into your creativity thing, that's just like some old shit. Like, yo, let me someone had really made a good observation about the song What a Wonderful World.
Wake up to your Wawa favorites. All your favorite Sizzlies are 2 for $5. Like the sausage, egg, and cheese. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like he had used that during one of the darkest periods of Black history, and it was just like this song is just like trying to see the bright side or the silver lining out of something. And here's like the big picture. Because when you guys try to victimize yourself by saying, "Oh, I just need to, be able to give you advice based off on my experience because that's the best way how in order for me to explain it." No, bitch. That's the best way for you to have had that opportunity in order to empathize or sympathize with me, not for you to try to dismiss or minimize my fucking situation. That's like saying, "Oh, hey, look, Shaquisha, we're both women in the fucking workplace. I don't understand what's wrong with your attitude right now, okay? I feel hostility right now." Now, all Miranda had said was just like, do you have to wear braids? I mean, it takes me like at least 30 minutes to press my hair, and just it should be like the same. I feel your struggle. Anyway, you have some time. Why don't you just think about it? And then maybe, if you want to, let's just go ahead and apologize to Miranda. It's like you're using your experience in order to diminish or minimize another person's experience. Because first off, a black person, you don't even know the condition of that black person's hair. It could be totally natural. Because natural isn't a natural for a white person isn't a natural for a black person. And even when you're natural as a black person, that has different types, different hair types. Has different hair types for white people too. You can have curly, which is like a 2A, like a 2B. You can get like that curly, that Carrie Bradshaw kind of curly hair. Or more than likely, you can be anything from a 4B, 4C, which is what I am. So it's just like that takes a lot of hours in order for you to do your hair and for you to go ahead and manipulate it. And even during certain type of seasons, your hair gets finicky. So it's just like a lot of factors that white girl wouldn't know anything about, but she chooses to compare her day to get out the shower, have it wet, and then poof, it's okay. It's okay. She just throws in some product in it and she's good to go. And she's over here being condescending with telling Shaquisha or whatever like that that first off that the braids are just offensive to the workplace and that there are other hairstyles that are actually better suited for her. It's normally disguised as, oh my god, like I really like the way how you wear your hair long and straight. You should be very wise to those undercover moments of, I wouldn't entirely say racism, but it's just like you want us to fit a certain type of European standard that's comfortable for you, but somehow you're threatened because if you happen to wear cornrows, you would be appropriating, and you don't want to be called out for it, which would be justified because it's so easy for you to go ahead and throw something on and then try to belittle people who have to wear certain things or have to do certain practices in order for things to be accepted in a community. But for you, you just, you wear it like it's a fucking hat and then you take it on and take it off at your own leisure. I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's just like it's that same kind of bullshit situation. I see how I can empathize with that or how I can sympathize with that. That has never happened to me. Actually, no, one of the parts about, oh, your hair looks better when it's longer. That part has happened to me, but not on some bullshit where somebody had literally tried to come to me saying, oh, they didn't like a certain kind of hairstyle. Yeah, no, but like I can empathize with you. I can sympathize and empathize with many people. It's just like if that shit was switched around, you bitches will use your basic ass situation in order to diminish and minimize my life, my abuse, which is a lot. Even though I don't carry it, even though I carry it, but I don't show it, it's a lot. It's a fucking lot. This is isolation. This is ostracized. This is being ostracized. And if you say some shit where it's just like, well, why don't you just go ahead and make friends with people? These people are fucking tainted. It's like being surrounded in a boat, in a small boat, and a bunch of seawater, salt seawater. There's too many fucking people out here that actually knows me, saw me naked, and all this other kind of shit. These are people who are ops. These are people who are flying monkeys. These are stalkers. You would be gaslighting me if you said, well, then just go outside or try to make friends out there without me getting my justice. You would be trying to gaslight me because I'm not falling for that shit. So when you try to victimize yourself, and normally it's a white person, of course it always is, but it's just like when you try to victimize yourself, where it's just like I'm gonna use my story in order to kind of like touch where you are at right now, so that way I can better explain myself and try to advise you to just push on and keep going for us. I mean, for yourself. Okay, here goes. In my privileged life, and it's just like you really are a fucktard. You really are a fucktard, whether you're white or not white. But it's just like, bitch. It's not about you trying to explain something in order for. It's not for you to try to explain something in order for you to be, I guess, rejected. Because I can understand exactly what you're going through. However, this is not supposed to be a trauma Olympics. Because if that's the case, sweetie, you can go ahead and you can try to win this. Do you want to be in my fucking shoes? If that was the case. But it's when you try to victimize yourself and try to like make it seem like our situations are fucking equal. It's not. It can be a moment, parts of it, sections of it can be similar. But obviously what I'm going through is extremely hard. But here I fucking am. To the dismay of so many races and so many users and abusers, black included. So why the fuck do you think I would give a fuck about your feelings, especially when I think that your death is actually going to bring me fucking joy because it brings me fucking peace. You keep trying to fucking annoy me. Like you're not a threat to me, but you're really fucking annoying because you do so much shit to just like fuck up my life, yo. And you just, even if you're trying to be like a fly on the wall, it's just like, yo, it's just enough, enough. Even earlier today, when all I wanted to do was just like kind of relax and just look online using my phone, not even Wi-Fi. You fuckers were over here trying to like disrupt it. And there's some idiot out there who thinks that, oh yeah, I can get her back. It's like the same line that Future has said about Sierra. I'm gonna get my bitch back. She's like 3 kids deep, three kids deep. But it's just like I think Future actually had more common sense than this wigger. Like he really showed his ass completely. He really is a racist because he was just like one black fits all. All black women are gonna just gonna be okay with it. Okay with like severe disrespect and shit like that. No, no. So while you guys are trying to barter or trying to threaten me or trying to hold the shit over my head, where it's just like, okay, well, if you would just calm down, please, then we'll give you this. And it's just like, no, I don't have to do that. Like seriously, you guys didn't need a fucking excuse or a reason when you wanted to rescue or when you wanted to speak up and fight for George Floyd and the other criminals who died. Excuse me, not died, were murdered. You guys didn't want to like look into the background of, was it Maya Mercado when she got murdered? In fact, you guys don't even give me that same fucking respect. If a retard is really fucking obsessed with me, I don't want to have anything to do with him. But here you guys go, giving the wrong fucking the wrong fucking clues to to pedophiles and just like guys who just don't understand the fucking word no. And like you over here giving him the fucking green light. You're giving like a bunch of dudes the green fucking light. We're just like, well, if she means no, then obviously she means yes. Because look at all these women going really hard at like, trying to push the agenda. Even though without my consent, I'm like, no, no, I don't want anything to do with this person. This is not rocking. Y'all guys are so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. I can. Yeah, y'all want me to be on some Louis Armstrong, and I really like. Don't get me wrong, like I really like these songs, and I really like what is it, the movie Django. I really do, but it's just like I'm not. You bitches are really fucking stupid because you are not entitled to that. This is where you were talking about me being too much on fucking on social media, which y'all looking ass with the same mouth you told me to save myself from. Oh, go save yourself. Save yourself, but have a good attitude about it. I don't expect people to like me. Why? Because a lot of people are tainted and people are just really about the bullshit. I go online and I see you bitches really over here trying to advocate for my abusers to be with me again or be in my fucking environment. And then y'all throwing some spiritual bullshit. It's disgusting. Every day is just like, I'm hearing about you bitches wanting me to be creative, tap into your creativity. Yeah, because you like the sweet shit. You like the, like I said, you like the Django, you like the Louis Armstrong. You want to tap and dance, nigga. Mhm. Bitches are so fucking abusive. They don't realize they're exposing themselves for being toxic, whether they care or not. They're exposed. They've exposed entertainment is better than them getting off their ass to fight against the injustice I'm facing. To which a lot of them retort, it's not that bad with being grateful. Yeah, you guys would say be grateful, and it's just an underlying word for it's not that bad. Whatever I'm going through, it's not that bad. Because you'll try to compare it to something else. Or you're worse, you'll try to compare it to something that you've experienced or somebody that you know experienced. And it's just like, no, there's a lot of shit that has happened behind my fucking back and to me. And do you even know how painful it is to this shit is horrible. I'm just looking at the causes and what happens with is this was it staphylococcus harmful to the body? Most of the time it does not cause any harm. However, it does can cause like, like I said, the infections where you guys are literally hurting me and harming me and my pets. The shit is painful. And on top of that, I have to worry about every single time when I leave this house, I have to take a lot of my things with me, possessions with me, bags with me. And you want me to do it with like, achy bones. And if that wasn't enough, then you had to put lead in my fucking water. Like you really wanted me fucking decrepit and not and like immobile. And you guys got some spiritual shit that you guys need to talk about. Like I I don't really see you guys like the way I'm just like speaking, I don't really see you guys, being responsible or accountable at the very end of this or even in the midst of this because you have shown your ass that for decades you're okay with, selling out and being coons. Like that right there, like the way how you guys carried on to be abusive and try to push a nigga on me, um, and just say some dumb stupid shit, like that really cinched the deal. Like when it came to me understanding exactly who you guys are and your fake ass illusions and performance about humanity and shit like that. So yeah, no, 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 no. From there on, I was just like, no, seriously, y'all. A lot of y'all dead to me, and the aggression kind of grew because I'm just like, okay, look, well, obviously this is a got to become. You guys call it violent. I call it justice. Well, not just justice. I call it the right amount of reaction and just the right amount of boundaries, basically. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, after this video, I do not expect you guys to do anything like miraculous or anything like that. After this, I just needed to get it out for my own self, okay? And for anybody who actually gives a fuck, like genuinely gives a fuck, because hopefully you guys will be there to just at least say, like, well, she told you so. And I'm in full support of her wrongs. It was crazy because, at a point in time, you guys were doing that whole slogan, like, I don't support women's rights or something about like women's rights, but you definitely support their wrongs. And I was just like, interesting, considering how you cherry pick exactly what the wrongs are. But this is not a wrong. This is definitely a right. And yeah, it just seems like you guys want forgiveness now that you got your money out of it, and because you guys fucked up by selling out and being just as bad, not worse than your white counterparts. And the thing was is that they played you for a fiddle because you not only just showed the people it was just like yo you showed the whites exactly you can act as bad and or worse than they can, uh and then on top of that it was just like, oh, okay, now we have to go ahead and talk about race within our own race. Now it's the darker ones. The darker ones are the supreme ones. And it was just like, when did it fucking become a competition between us? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, colorism definitely existed for many fucking years. I'm just stating it was just like, it was like it was your moment of fame for over 15 like 15 years, if not more. I think over 15 years. And you guys were just like, it's our time to shine, especially by 2016, around that time whenever Beyonce did the whole brown skin girl. Like I think about like a few years, around a couple years between then. You guys were definitely on one. Definitely on one. And look at this. It says that they successfully got away with it. So the government allowed illegal, unethical, and immoral shit to happen, and allowing, this black bitch and a drugged out wigger and a bunch of niggas in Trenton to harm me, and to still keep this shit going. The thing is that I got this car in 2019 with my own money because I still have the papers, and I also have the loan that I have to pay on the 12th of every fucking month. So the fact that this asshole has decided to still bring me down into his bullshit is why he needs to be in prison. And that's why I said like that was showing grace. But if he would ever try to present himself to me and try to seem like he has like the upper hand with like being God controlling situation, I will fucking throw a knife at his neck or twist a knife in his fucking sides. And then we'll immediately go to the hospital so that way I can probably get like some type of vaccine or something like that because I would not want to catch his cooties. And these people have fabricated information about me when here I am, willing and able to tell you everything that happened to me. It's just like, oh, she has this cap. Weren't you impersonating me? Seems like something likely that you would do, especially since you have the venereal disease yourself. So seems like you would, sit down with your little partner. Seems like you also would have the hookups. Since you can bribe and since you have bribed my OBGYN and since you have bribed my physician and things of that nature, it seems like it would be no surprise for you guys to go ahead and do the same thing when it comes to like was it your pregnancy results on certain matters when you didn't have a baby and then you had lost a baby, did that baby, I had a baby, things of that nature. It's just like this is messy stuff. I was just like, yo, I didn't want to know or even be a part of that shit. Like, there's nothing that I needed to be a part of. Nothing. But this is also the identity of Black people. Too many Black people, which is messiness. But yeah, I'm definitely fucking over it. Seriously, fucking over it. And again, the day any of you bitches die and I am still around, I will find such complete joy. And I hope the first thing or the second thing that people think of when my abusers die is me, because it definitely will give me some peace. And I'm so fucking serious on that one.